Hey guys, Shawol5 here. So today we're doing a very simple video. It's just me rambling basically, so heads up, I'm not gonna show anything, and it's just me talking about my collecting. I'm naming this collection Goals, Rules, Plans, and I guess it'll be for 2019 because my collecting has changed, every year I've collected, so I feel like it will definitely change next year or even like later this year. So it's possible this will get updated. But I think these kinds of videos are good because it's a chance for people to talk through their collection like goals or like how they do it, and it helps clear up when people are like indecisive with stuff. And it also is kind of binding if you say like I'm only going to do one version for this, then you catch yourself putting two in your cart and you're like, wait, but there's all these other groups I want to collect, and I know so my budget can afford all that, I need to cut down. I feel like it's good. So yeah, so that's what you guys are getting now if you choose to watch this. So here I kind of have written out different groups I collect and like how I plan to collect them. Please don't pay too much attention to it because it's just literally I was distracted in class and I wrote this stuff down. It's kind of a guide. It's not as organized as I would have liked. I wanted to make like a cool visual to show, but I'm really lazy. I'm sorry. But okay, let's start with Shiny. Of course, Shiny is my ultimate group. They're my number one all the way. So I get everything from them, but I do have a couple rules. For Japanese releases, I only do one version. So either the limited if I really feel inclined to get the limited, and if not, the regular version is fine with me. I actually like the jewel cases because I don't have space in my shelf anymore. And then for photo cards, usually just one per release is fine with me. I don't actually stress too much about having a photo card for Japanese releases. They haven't had photo cards in their recent Japanese releases, but I don't stress over that because they're kind of hard to get and stuff. If I wanted to collect, I don't know, just that's how I've been always. And then for Korean releases, it's just one. I like to have one per release. And then I also collect their promo stuff, like all their promo stuff. I want at least one thing for each promo thing Shiny does. So that's like individual activities, CF stuff, shows they do, movies they do, anything like that. I like having something to commemorate it. Okay, and next let's move on to, I guess my next biggest collections, which are New East, NCT, and The Boys, and JBG95, but yeah, they're up there. So I'll talk about New East first. I've decided to only do one version per album because for New East W, I had bought all the versions, but now I'm kind of like, I don't like having them all. They take up a lot of space, and also, I don't know. I also don't have much luck with pulling the CD plates in New East W's albums, so it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not. I'm gonna do one version per album, but I still want to keep up with having all of Becco's photo cards. I have been doing really well up until this latest New East W release where I got all Aaron. So that did discourage me, but I still think it would be really nice in my binder if I could get the other Beccos. I think it'd look really nice. But there are a few Becco PCs I don't have, and I'm not too stressed about getting them. So I'm like relaxed. Like I'll try to get all the Becco, but it's not. I don't feel anxiety, if I don't have them all, which is good. Like I don't want to be stressed. And then for their promotional stuff, I wanted to collect all of them, but some of them are really hard to get. Like the latest Sugar Lolo stuff, that is so. As soon as I find a listing for it, it sells out. So I don't know. I don't want to say I want to get all promotional things because they're really hard to get. So I'm kind of limiting myself to just the ones I see and stuff like that. And then for NCT, I'm also only going to do one version per album. I did buy both versions of regular, but then I ended up selling the other one because I was like, I don't need both versions. So I just kept the one I liked better. And that's how I'll do it. But the thing is, I do want one photo card per set. Like, I kept a photo card for both versions of regular. And same with Empathy. I have the photo card I pulled for one version, and then I bought another photo card for the other version because I really like NCT's photo cards. I don't know. So that's how I plan to do that. That's another collection that I'm very happy with how I am. For promotional stuff, I'm really just gonna whatever I like whatever I see and like. I'm not gonna stress about having everything for a certain member or having everything for every promotional thing. It's just what I like. And my NCT collection is one of my favorites actually because it's been very enjoyable. So yeah. And then for the boys, I one version per album, but I did buy all three for No Air. But that's just because No Air is their best comeback yet, and it was their 1 year anniversary, so it's okay. And at least, you know, the photo cards I pull, I am kind of Q biased, but then I also really really love New, and I kind of want all their cards, but also at the same time I don't want all their cards because I feel like I'll get stressed. Like, you know, like I don't want to commit because if I commit, I'll get really stressed. So it's just like if I can get Q and U's, that would be nice. If I feel like I get another member and I want to trade, I will, you know. That's how I've been doing, and so I guess that's just how I'm gonna keep doing. And I made this note that for promotional goods, I only want the ones that will fit in my 6x8 binder. Because for their fan con, they did these mini posters, and they were really cute and really nice, but they were really big, and I didn't want to put them in another binder separate from my other, the boy stuff. Although that's what I did for Shiny and 101, like big items I have. But I don't want to do that for the boys. I kind of want all their stuff together. So if it's like big stuff, I'm just not going to get it. Not going to stress over trying to make everything fit in and be in the same binder. I'm just, you know, I'm going to make that easier for myself. So for JBG95, I had bought like both versions of their home album, but now I decided only one version per album because looking at the home album, I did prefer one photo book over the other, and the other one I kind of didn't like it because it was like the really dark one and stuff. So I wasn't like when I let go of it, I was fine. I was like, I like this one version, it's fine. I do want all their photo cards though, because I love Kenta and Sanghyun, and I was able to for their debut album to get everything. I'm currently on a no buy, so I won't be able to get their newest, like their upcoming comeback as soon as it comes out. But when I do plan to get all the photo cards. If there's other goods besides photo cards, I'm only gonna do Kenta. So like for their debut album, they had like the album, like the big cards, and they had the bookmarks. That stuff I would only do like Kenta. But for like regular size photo cards, I want all of them. And then promotional goods, I do want to keep up with their promotional goods. I've been good with that. I've gotten all their magazine cards. I got a good from their concert. Is there anything else? As they show up, you know, I do want to get them. I do really, really love JBJ95. And then Kim Shihyun and Yoon Jisung, you know, they're both soloists now. Well, Shihyun, I'm thinking he's gonna go solo. There's no word from Chun because Chun doesn't give us any info. But for them, I do want everything, of course, and I have everything. I have every card Shihyun has released so far. And for Jisung, you know, you guys have seen that plenty times. I have everything I want for Jisung. Not exactly everything, but a whole lot. And for them, I will be getting all versions of albums, all photo cards, all promotional things. I love them so much, so yeah. So yeah, I don't think I've shown for Shihyun I actually have his under 19 cards. So I'm really proud of that too. I was able to get those because those were kind of hard to get. But I was able to. And then for FX, I actually am missing some of their albums still. So for the other groups, it's like future albums. For FX, it's actually, I'm missing some albums. But I don't plan to get every single FX release as of now. I feel like at one point I might feel like I want to do that. But right now, there's just like a few releases. Because like I don't want like the debut single because it's literally just one single. And I don't want their debut Japanese thing that was Hot Summer in Japanese. But I do want like the Cowboys, the original song single, you know. So it's like not every little thing, but like all the releases I like and stuff, like Pink Tape and yeah. And then I have decided I will collect Amber and Luna photo cards. So because Luna is my bias, and then Amber, you know, I love Amber too, because, you know, I love all of FX, but then seeing Amber in person, you know, solidified, like, she's a beautiful person, inside and out, and amazing, and literally, that concert experience was so nice, her show was so good, it was so genuine, and just, I love Amber so much, so I do want to collect for both of them. You know, the future of FX is not clear. Like, none of us can guess at all what's gonna happen. But, you know, the time I've spent standing FX is really nice. So I do want both of their cards to, like, commemorate that, you know? So you will be seeing in an upcoming video when that comes in. I've ordered a lot of cards for both of them. And yeah. I don't know if I will be doing other like promotional cards or like the SM Coex cards, because I've seen them and they're not too expensive, since people, I guess, I don't know, because, you know, like Luna cards are really expensive because, like, people are really hype on them and stuff, and for FX, like, some of their stuff is, like, not that expensive, so it's relatively easy if I did decide, like, I want to collect their other goods as well. And then we have Secret, which is another girl group, second gen, that I really love. And not all their albums, but I do want to get everything I liked from them, because they were a group I really, really, really liked. And actually from Shawol5's, I bought a few of those albums already. I'll show those in an upcoming video when I get around to it. And I have like 2 more. I've bought some from Zen Market, and I have like 2 more I want to pick up. And then I'll have all the secret releases that I love. And then for photo cards, I do want to collect all of Jisung's, but I'm having a little trouble with, you know, their stuff is like out of print and everything. The Japanese photo cards are so hard to find. Like, I messaged a seller and they lost them, and then I messaged another seller and then they never replied, and so it's a whole thing. And with their Korean photo cards too, like, some of them are like so hard to... Yeah, it's a hard collection, but I do want to eventually do that if I can, you know, see how many of these Dragon Balls I can find. And then Sistar and second gen, you know, I do want to go back and get albums I like there's Teen Top albums I really like, I want to go back and get. There's a UKISS album I still want to get. Just any releases from them that were really significant to me, I want to get them, because I want to be able to put them in my car and relive the happiness, you know, I felt from that. And Sistar, another of my favorite girl groups, so I do want to go back and get their releases I really liked. Shawol5's also helped me out with some of theirs. She had sent me one before, and then she sent me another one recently that I'll show. I had written this, but, you know, we're just gonna ignore that for now, because I had written this before all that started. And then, oh my gosh, this video is already 13 minutes. I'm sorry. But now we're going into soloists. Here are some soloists I follow and want to support. So Jung Jin Un, from 2 AM, you know, so he has released a couple singles that are kind of hard to get. And if I wanted to, though, I have found them on Japanese proxy sites, but I don't enjoy, like, the full album, so I can't really get myself to buy them. But, like, what was the name of that album? I don't remember, but I do have one that I like all the songs on it. And so I'm kind of, like, with him, I'm just going to be, like, the releases I really love. And I kind of want to start collecting photo cards for him, but I'm not sure, because, you know, I'd be starting from scratch, and I don't know if I want to start, like, I have a lot of stuff I want to get done. I don't know if I should be thinking about that. And then for Thunder, who from M Block, he was my bias, and I still really love his music, and he is releasing stuff, but it's mostly digital. I have his one physical release, and if he happens to release any more physicals, I will get that. I will. And then Sam Kim, I want all his releases. I finally got around to getting. I have all his releases as of now, but I will not be getting, like, his OSTs, because I tend to get OSTs for artists I like, but I won't be doing that for Sam Kim, because I think I know he has, like, Goblin, and I don't know if he has more, but they're all like, if you don't get them as soon as they come out, it's harder to get them and stuff. So I'm just not gonna stress. And then I want to support more of my favorite female soloists like Hyuna, Hyorin, and Sunmi. Really love them. So if Hyorin does a physical with like her newer stuff, I'll go and get it. I have to go and get her older stuff, which is kind of under my sister goals. And Sunmi, I need to get her stuff. And Hyuna, there's like a couple albums I want to pick up by her still. And then for the 101 members, I do want to support them. Like right now, Guanlin did the collab with Woosuk from Pentagon. I do want to get that when my no-buy is over. And then Jihoon is going to release a solo thing I want to get. And then Jinyoung is going to be in a boy group in C9 and I want to support. So, you know, I will be getting their stuff. But like for Woosuk and Guanlin, I saw the like video and I liked the song and I really liked the beat tracks, so that's why I'm gonna get it. And for Jihoon, based off the stuff he did at his Fanmeet, I'm expecting to like his solo release. Like I'm really hoping they don't disappoint with the music because I know they can do it. And I'm hoping their companies do play to their strengths. But as long as everything goes well, my boys get the support they need, they get the content they deserve, I will be supporting them and stuff, you know. I really love 101. And then for Samuel, I do really like his music, so I do want to have everything by him. I'm kind of behind, but I'll catch up. And I actually don't collect his photo cards because, I don't know, I like the postcards, like the 4x6 postcards he does in his albums. I like keeping those, but not necessarily the photo cards, because I think it's because he didn't have those from the beginning. He added those on in later releases, so it's inconsistent, whereas the postcards have been consistent since his debut. So I really like consistency, so I think that's why I'm like, I'm gonna focus on postcards and not photo cards for him. If he stops doing postcards, I'm gonna stress. And then so MXM and Monsta X, they do multiple versions. I'm only gonna do one version per album. I have no clue what I'm doing with the photo cards. For MXM, I just keep what I get, and that's what I had done for Monsta X, but then I went in a crazy moment and sold all my Monsta X photo cards because I was like, I'm too OT7 to just have one per release. But now I'm all like, I want to collect Monsta X again. So Monsta X is actually on a pause because I have no clue what I want to do for them. No clue, because I love them so much. So, but I can't, you know, do OT7 collection for the photo cards. There's like too many cards. But also, if I just have one per release, I'll feel very empty. So I don't know. And then G-I-DLE. I really love G-I-DLE, and as of now, I really love all their music. So I do plan to collect all their stuff. I have an unboxing for their latest album that I haven't uploaded. I'll upload that this weekend. And I'm only going to stress about normal sized photo cards and just like one per release. I'm not going to stress about getting any specific ones. I guess just the ones I find pretty. But yeah. And then Pristin is a collection I really, really want to start this year because I've loved Pristin since they did those cover videos pre-debut and then their debut and then like all their releases, the 2 releases that are out. But I really like them and I really want to support them and get their stuff. So I only plan to do one version per album. I don't know how I'm gonna do photo cards. As you can see, towards the end of the video, I'm more lost, sadly. But I do like bias Nayeon, but like I do love all the girls, so I feel like I'll be just happy with like whatever I pull in the albums. But then like I might want to keep whoever I pull and then also get Nayeon's. I don't know. Oh, and I kind of want Nayeon's promotional cards back from I-DLE, but those are so expensive. Like, one of them that's really pretty is like $45. It's just a postcard. But the thing is, I love her so much, I kind of want to do that. So we'll see. I'm sad because they're kind of like towards the end of my like priorities. But I'm hoping I can accomplish a lot this year, but also I'm trying not to spend so much this year. Last year I spent so much money. And my goal for 2019 is to be more careful with my spending, because I also have a lot of stuff like I'm trying to sell now, because I bought like, like I didn't think things through in 2018 as much. I was just like, see it, buy it, done. Now I'm trying to be a lot more thoughtful before I spend money, and I'm trying to be like, is this really something I want in my collection, or is this just something I'm infatuated with at the moment? Like, I am the type that, like, if it's like my favorite artist, I'll just immediately go and get it. Or if I'm like really hyped up on something, I'll go and get it. But like, I need to take that moment to step back and be like, okay, do I need 3 of these? Do I need all of these? And I guess that's advice for anyone else who's also like having this feeling that like they feel like they need to slow down with their collecting. Like, being aware of having to step back and be like, okay, wait, do I really feel like I need this to feel complete with my collection, or is this just something that's gonna like complicate my collection? Because sometimes we get stuff and then it complicates, and then that's why we end up getting rid of it, because we're like, I don't know how to incorporate this. So yeah, this is it. I'm not gonna stick to strictly these albums and stuff. Like, if there's other releases I really like, I have releases in my collection that I don't collect the groups or anything, but like, that was a release I really enjoyed, and so I have it. I do plan to still do that, but I do kind of want to focus more on my like main groups. And with MXM, they're going to be incorporating Daehui and Woojin, so just wanted to point that out for myself. Yeah. It's already over 20 minutes long. I'm sorry if you watched this. If you watch this all the way, let me know. That's interesting. But also, let me know if you are also thinking about like collecting and how you work through it and stuff. I'm kind of worked through it. Like I said, there's still stuff I'm like, I don't know. But I do feel a little clearer now that I made a list, now that I talked about it a little more in depth. So I will have this as a reference to me, and also I guess as a reference to anyone else who's kind of lost with how to start. Really just start with like your groups, your priorities for the groups, and then stuff will sort of play out like that. So yeah, that's it. Leave comments if you want to talk about stuff. If not, that's it. Until my next video.